I was once asked to help a friend develop his aesthetic, and had to politely decline. Instead, I offered a single piece of advice that I still stand by today. If you accumulate what you find inspiring, the aesthetic will fall into place. As a creative individual, I view my collections as an extension of myself. I see my belongings as a lifelong time capsule that, if looked at years past my death, would reveal mostly everything about me. Having an interest in collecting myself, I'm also interested in how others collect.
When you hear the word collections, what comes to mind?
A bunch of objects that are the same that a person gathers for some kind of purpose.
A group of things that all have some meaning to someone. They don't have to have meaning to anybody else, but it should have meaning to whoever's gathering them.
Whether it's a passion or an interest or they're studying something or all of those.
It is my belief that collecting is a crucial part of being a creative individual and that one should never be afraid of over-collecting. Surrounding oneself with images, texts, objects, or really anything that's interesting or inspiring is key to channeling inspiration.
I don't remember exactly when I started, but probably the first things that I started collecting that sort of meant something were a little more significant would be Pogs and Pokemon cards were probably the big things.
I think of stamps. I probably is the most general kind of collection that anybody would think of, or coins.
Things that little boys collect, like rocks. I like rocks, fossils, things like that.
Yeah, you can be small, remember 3 sock monkeys. I don't think 2 sock monkeys would count as a collection.
I like snow globes a lot. I only have maybe 3 or 4. I wouldn't have 20. That's just too much.
I like a lot of nerdy things, so that's part of it.
Most of my collections as a kid were finding bits of garbage that intrigued me. Apart from being able to see value in these bits of trash, I also look back to these early collections as a subconscious interest in the properties of plastic as a material, something that would later become clearer through another collection of mine.
I've never considered myself to be a collector of anything. I think I've attempted to collect things like movie tickets, but for me I wouldn't, it just doesn't match my personality. I don't gather things just to gather them even if they do interest me. I think it's also I get the purpose of it. I think I understand why other people do it, but for me it just seems pointless. When I tried collecting movie tickets when I was younger, I maybe collected 10, and then I just stopped because I was just it's not worth it. I didn't see the purpose of it for me because it's just this material object that doesn't really mean much to me, and it's what am I going to do with it?
People like chasing after things. It feels good to look for things. It feels less good to get them. So it's fun to look for the cards and to find them, and then to finally purchase them, get them. You found them at the store, you found them on eBay or whatever. But it is honestly a little less exciting when you have them in your hand, because then it's okay, all right, these are cool, but they're just pieces of paper. So what do I do with them?
This past summer, I built a table to hold my dice using an old printer's drawer, some reclaimed wood from Detroit, and a couple hairpin legs I bought off of Amazon. That table now sits in my living room and is a constant reminder of my collection, a constant display of my collection, and provides easy access for using those dice.